can't be the only fan of Titanosaurus that saw the Aquatis Godzilla in Singular Point, and for a brief moment had a moment of utmost hope that he was going to get into something again, only to then transition to disappointment when we found out it was just another form of Godzilla Ultima, only to transition yet again to relief that Titanosaurus hadn't been in that dumpster fire of a show. Like seriously, Pelops 2 and the girl, May, were the only things worth anything in that series. So the fact that Titanosaurus didn't show up is a good thing. Anyway, Titanosaurus was one of the many monsters whose monster manual was revealed with the rest of the cast. And as I said in the last video, Titanosaurus is really the only character I want to talk about at this point now. And to anyone who's still reeling from my opening, I have two things to say. First, if you were surprised that I did not like the Godzilla Singular Point anime, just know that every single anime outing that Godzilla has gotten at this point, in the year of our Lord 2024, all of them have been bad, especially Singular Point. And point number two, yes, Titanosaurus fans do exist. We are real.
There are dozens of us. Dozens!
Anyway, I wanted to go through his monster manual and kind of react to what I'm seeing. I did look at it first thing this morning, but I don't really remember any of it. So this is kind of a raw reaction, not really. Okay, so here we go. And there's nothing in here! There's the picture from Terror of Mechagodzilla, which I believe is a set photo. There's a wireframe. The most interesting thing about this is that it looks like they've gotten the model into the game on some level. And it says bio coming soon, but I really doubt they're going to add him anytime soon. Here's the real meat and potatoes. I'm going to react to this. Titanosaurus is absolutely one of the most important additions that they added in Godzilla Unleashed. If Biollante is Mario, then Titanosaurus is Luigi as far as Godzilla Unleashed is concerned. And I would know I lived through it. I was but a wee lad. I just want to say I appreciate that they're adding moves that only work in the water. I've always thought that turning the scene where Titanosaurus waves his tail back and forth like a fan in order to make a monsoon-esque series of gusts of wind would be better than giving him a beam weapon like they gave in Godzilla Unleashed. But I'm not going to beat that dead horse because everyone's talked about that already. They gave beam weapons to everybody. It was unnecessary. Let's move on. Godzilla 2000 was the basis for Titanosaurus. If anyone is not confident in your abilities, dev team, that's just sad. You guys are like the best. He was voted pretty highly, wasn't he? And as we can see on the bottom left of this image, the Double Smash iteration has made it into the game. Not that there's anything really special about his Double Smash version, but you ain't gonna hear me complain. That's for damn sure. The skins is where it's gonna get interesting. I'm gonna be completely honest. Aside from Double Smash and the one that was in the movie, I don't know what any of these are references to. I've seen the Godzilla Unleashed overhaul mod, so Deep Sea Kaiju is not exactly surprising considering they're backporting a lot of those models and textures. The manga one, Meister Titano Counterattack, I haven't even heard of that one before. The fact that they're adding manga skins is good, so I approve. I just don't know what it's a reference to. Since it wasn't in the skin lineup, I guess I can talk about it then. I imagine this one, it's the lighter skinned Titanosaurus that showed up in Godzilla Rulers of Earth. I don't know what issue this is from. Found it on Google Images. But I imagine this is one of those. But from what little I know from making custom content for Sims 4, retexturing is hard, man. And when you're dealing with something this complex and large, I can imagine it only gets harder. I'm really curious to see what gameplay of Titanosaurus would look like in Save the Earth Melee. He's one of the few characters in Godzilla Unleashed that I actually really enjoy a lot of the moves for. His intro is to die for. His up kick move in Unleashed, I imagine they're going to get rid of the first hop and then just keep the rest of it. Also, he has some low kick attack that I feel like they need to just get rid of. Because I'm pretty sure it was just like a low sweeping kick that takes 5 million years to finish. His axe kick absolutely has to be kept. Preferably integrated into his combo game. I don't know why, I just love the animation for that attack. Kinda weird, but I remember all of his kick attacks. I don't really remember any of his punches. I know he had an uppercut, but I'm sure he could have the generic hammer attack. He's based off of Godzilla 2000 according to the manual. So there's a lot of attacks from vanilla Godzilla 2000 that I feel like fit with Titanosaurus. It's gonna be a shame to see his throw go away, since all the grabs in Save the Earth and Save the Earth Melee seem to be hoisting grabs where you pick people up. I mean, I guess you could reintegrate it, it would just be a little bit more difficult. You'd have to get the animation to work with it somehow. And I'm not an animator, so I'm not gonna pretend to know what I'm talking about on that. But I imagine it would be kind of a pain in the ass. Also, you have to keep the fierce attacks that involve his tail. It was kind of lame that Unleashed removed the forward and backwards fierce attacks. So I guess there's room for creativity in that respect. But the ones that were there were good. Obviously, the beam weapon can just be gotten rid of completely. And making the tail gusts replace his beam attack is probably what I would do. And it seems like that's what the dev team is going to do. Much like with everything in this project, I have a feeling most of the problems are technical ones rather than idea ones, because everyone's been thinking about this for the last 20 years. I know I have. Don't expect we're going to hear anything about Titanosaurus for a while, though. His bio's not even finished. But yeah, I said I was going to make a Titanosaurus video, and here I did. Also, since I'm probably going to take a break from making videos after this, I just want to put this into a video form so that people know it. The Star Falcon has replaced the Batra airstrike. So what I said in a couple videos ago about wanting to add more airstrikes, they've at least added one and replaced another. Because Batra is going to be his own character. So good on you guys, dev team. Still want the other ones that I mentioned, though. Also, while we're on non-Titanosaurus subjects, I just wanted to quickly shout out the dev team for what they did with Mothra Leo. From what I understand, Mothra Leo and Mothra are one character, and you'll be able to switch between the two much like you did in the original game. But now, pressing both of the triggers is a different action from pressing both of the bumpers. And basically, you'll be able to play as both of them depending on which one you transform into. Like I said, I know that has nothing to do with Titanosaurus, but I just wanted to put it in a video. Also, I apologize for my attire. I know it's a Showa Mecha Godzilla shirt, and this is a Titanosaurus video. I mean, I guess they were allies? I always grab a shirt off the top, so I promise that wasn't a conscious decision. Actually, now that I think about it, we don't know if Showa Mecha Godzilla is going to be in the game. And don't attack me, I know we got given a lot of goodies, please. I'm not trying to be spoiled, I promise. But maybe that would be a good dual reveal. Because you could always have Showa Mecha Godzilla and Titanosaurus show up in the same thing. Because they're from the same movie. Just a thought, just wanted to put it out there. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Titanosaurus gang represent. I'm just glad he's going to be in the game in the first place. I feel like I've said that about every single character. But I hope you all enjoyed and you all have a good day.